Okay, well, we have a very special guest in studio because you know what? It is another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting!
And we are joined by the one and only, I feel like he needs to make his entrance, Chef Clem.
Can we do it?
Pedro.
So today on Culinary Hotline, we'll be making da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da.
We can do that, but you know what? You need to be able to call us with those culinary conundrums. So if you have any questions for Chef Clem, please send it through. So if you need any help in the kitchen, call us right now. That number is 021 110 555. The number's also currently on your screen. Now, Chef Clem, we got a question in from Keegan from Cape Town. He's asking, how do you make the perfect omelette? He keeps burning the bottom when attempting to make his.
I don't blame him. It's what eggs and rice are like some of the most complicated things to cook because they're so temperamental. Your heat
is important.
Exactly, it's so important.
So how much heat is necessary? Because you're assuming a hot pan, but is that then it's still raw at the top and that's when it's burning at the bottom?
There's two ways you can do it. You can either go hot and fast or medium heat and take your time. So we're gonna go medium heat and take our time. As you get better at it, then you can do the hot and fast thing. Okay, so I believe non-stick is always going to save you, and also a little bit of non-stick kitchen spray is also when you're working with eggs, it'll completely make sure that your eggs lift every single time. When you're making scrambled eggs, they don't stick to the bottom of the pan.
Okay, and the whole idea with the omelette, you basically just want to fold it once. You don't want to play too much with your egg. You don't want it like a burger patty.
I do the opposite.
You really?
I do the opposite. I say play with it.
Okay.
So there's two reasons for that. Number one, you're able to move your egg around and you're able to cook the uncooked egg. You'll see what I mean in a second.
Okay.
You pull the cooked eggs towards itself and all the uncooked eggs will run out and cook faster. Second of all, you're creating texture when you do it. It's a different method, but it actually works really well.
Okay, well, this is why you are Chef Clem, because you are the one that knows what you're talking about. I really like this because I'm someone, when it comes to making an omelette, I rather choose less eggs because my pans aren't always as big.
Okay.
So that at least the heat gets evenly, because there's nothing worse cutting open your omelette and it's still raw inside.
Absolutely. And you're actually winning. If you use a smaller pan, that's actually the best way to make an omelette instead of using a bigger pan.
Okay.
Yeah, I promise you, it works. I would, like at home, I use a pan that's slightly smaller than this for my omelets.
Okay.
So give your pan a chance to preheat first. If you actually put your eggs into a cold pan, it's gonna stick. So give your pan about, depending on like if you have gas or you have the old school like plates. Just give it time to heat up. Just to kind of slightly smoke and then take it off. And then you're gonna hit it with, I'm gonna put the pan back in a second, hit it with butter, and then we know that butter burns, so we hit it with a little bit of oil. And butter and eggs are best friends. The butter flavor enriches the flavor of the eggs.
I was about to say, isn't that a lot of fat to add to your breakfast?
No.
Like butter and oil, isn't it one or the other?
Well, the reason we add oil is because butter burns. And you can just be, like a little touch of oil is all you need. So also important, when you scramble your eggs, make sure you scramble them really well. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with little strands of white and little strands of the yolk.
There we go.
So the yolk of the egg is white or are white?
Is white.
It are yellow.
It is yellow.
It is yellow! I can only do this with you in the kitchen. Okay, so as you can see now, the outside of the egg has just started to set and we're not done. I'm sorry, I shouldn't embarrass you like I don't camera.
Okay.
Okay, as soon as it starts...
Afrikaans is my first language. My S's and R's are sometimes messed up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the bit of the egg that started to set, I'm gonna start pulling it forward and letting that uncooked egg, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm letting that uncooked egg run over. You can get me back. Okay.
Okay, so that's what you mean when you move it around.
So then that uncooked bit of egg starts cooking more, and now we're gonna have more texture in our omelette because we created these little layers, and it's really, really great. So as soon as it starts to set, like I can see it's doing now, so kind of spread it out nicely, and that's actually set really, really quickly. You're gonna give it a chance. So if you're nervous at home, what you can do now is pop a lid on it. You're still giggling. You pop a lid on it. You pop a lid on it, and that's gonna help that bit of egg that's in the center there start cooking.
Well, you know what my mistake is? I treat the omelette like a pancake.
You should.
Like a flapjack, but I don't do that to my flapjacks, well, pancakes.
Yeah. I know what you mean. You did it set in one layer.
Set and then put my toppings on and then fold it over.
This is also a great way to turn 3 eggs into a lot of eggs by doing that whole pulling motion. It literally makes it look like a lot more eggs. So as you can see now, it's already started to come loose at the bottom. There's a little bit of egg that I can see that's still a bit runny. I'm going to pull that over to the part that is that's already cooked and it's set. That's just going to help it steam a lot quicker. So now we're going to do I don't overcomplicate my omelets. If you're gonna add mushrooms and peppers to your omelette, and you really want to get the flavor to come through without your omelette leaking water,
Yes.
you cook off your onions and your peppers first.
Okay.
Okay. So I keep it very simple. Chives.
Some chives.
And then I pick a good cheese, like a nice mature cheddar, Gruyere cheese. This is a nice mature cheddar.
And you're very generous with your cheese, right?
You know what? It is really, if you're gonna do breakfast and if you're not gonna overcomplicate it, focus on the ingredients that you are gonna use and do it really, really, really well. Okay. So what do you wanna do? Do you wanna do the traditional one fold over? Or do you wanna do the two folds?
Let's do the two folds because
Okay.
I only know the one fold.
For the two fold, all you're gonna do is, you see it's nice and loose, I'm not fighting with anything. It's gonna go over once, and then move it over. You're gonna take it over again.
See, that's pressure. Oh my gosh. Okay, Keegan, thank you so much for your question because Chef Clem just whipped out the perfect omelette. And I feel like we need to just cut that open.
Do you want to?
Yes,
So what you want to do
please.
is when you do any egg dish, you want to give it a chance to kind of set. And also, by leaving it for a few seconds, you allow that cheese to melt. You can see that cheese pull?
Look at that.
Yeah,
yes.
and that's literally what happens when you give it for a few seconds. And your egg's not going to go cold.
No.
It's quite hot. And also, when you're folding your egg over, you're going to trap that heat inside. That's how quick it is. What you can also do, I did it a little hotter now just for TV. I would turn my heat down a lot more at home, and then you won't get as much color on the outside of your egg. I think it's kind of nice having a little bit of color on it. It's not burnt, it's beautiful, get a nice crispiness as well. And then you're winning. It's that simple to make breakfast.
Amazing. Well, Keegan, thank you for your question. Of course, the Culinary Hotline's not going anywhere. Chef Clem is staying with us in studio. So if you have a culinary conundrum or a foodie question for Chef Clem, give us a call right now on 021 110 552.